After all these years of traveling to Munnar and seeing many versions of its beauty, this is the best one we've seen so far. We live in Kochi, so you can imagine how often we come to Munnar. This time around, we escaped the scorching heat of summer and found home at the beautiful hostel run by Tentgram in the sprawling tea plantations of Suryanelli. We arrived by noon and spent some time at the hostel. The art and design of the place is remarkable. As evening fell, we walked to the village nearby where the locals told us about a brook nearby, so we went looking.
Appi chowti. I don't want you to be my friend anymore. Woo! Psycho. And now you will watch Aparna fall. Oh my god! We manifested it. I'm so sorry, babe. I wanted Aparna to fall down, not you. Hey!
Spring during Munnar is dotted with these stunning lilac jacaranda trees that adds a lot to the beauty of the journey. To catch the sunset, we hiked up Kolukkumalai, which is a very short walk from our hostel. At the base of Kolukkumalai is a cemetery, which we discovered as it began to get dark on the walk back. Sunsets in Munnar are not to be missed, especially during spring-summer, because there's no fog, which means you get a clear view of the vast scenery. When you live in a city and engage in the daily chaos of work, relaxing might not come naturally to you. So we made it a point to play as much as we could. The hostel had many options for this. They had a bunch of hula hoops as well as 2 slacklines among many other games. The thing about playing is that it reminds you that it's okay to be silly and make mistakes. So we goofed around a lot. After a very wholesome day, we sat by the fire with everybody and decided to call it a day because we had to do something terrifying the next day.
Where are we going? We woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning and now we are going for a hike. And we paid for this, so this better be good.
We were headed to Kolukkumalai, the highest tea plantation in the world. The road to Kolukkumalai is not the easiest. It's a 30 to 40 minute long bumpy off-road jeep ride. But once we got there, we saw that waking up at 4 a.m. was totally worth it. On the way back, we stopped at a valley overlooking several great treks, including the legendary Meeshapulimala, the second highest peak in the Western Ghats. We came back famished and ran to the kitchen for tea and breakfast. Then we played some more. It's springtime and the flowers are in full bloom, so we picked up a box of watercolors and paper and painted as many as we could. Our friends at Tentgram let us in on a little secret. A hidden waterfall nestled in the plantations surrounded by wilderness. We had the whole place to ourselves, but we took our sweet time getting into the water because it was freezing. Later that night, we went to the temple next to the hostel where their festival and Annadanam were set to begin.
Suryanelli.
Yeah. Oh, Madi, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There was song and dance and delicious food and an overall sense of connection, love and community. The people of Suryanelli are very warm and welcoming. Jyoti invited us to the temple and Archana invited us to her home for tea afterwards. Back at the hostel, we had to settle the score on a 2-day-long carom battle. You can clearly see who won.
Oh man, nice.
Against common advice, we had coffee after midnight. Not just any coffee, but the strongest coffee we've ever had. When you're in the Ghats, the best way to end each day is by the fire, sharing stories with friends new and old. We sat a little longer this time because tomorrow meant goodbye. This little dog was especially sad to see us go the next morning as we reluctantly said goodbye to Suryanelli. We hopped on to our favorite mode of transport, KSRTC, and discovered an amazing breakfast in our combined love for parota and omelette. We're extremely grateful to have taken this trip to escape the heat of the summer, and it also helps that it's not one of those places that's crawling with crowds of tourists. But it's so much more than that. The people of Suryanelli make you feel at home instantly, and the folks at the hostel, both the staff as well as fellow travelers, are so much fun, and we felt safe and cared for. The view is to die for, and if you like activity, there are many peaks to climb and many treks to take. And if you don't like activity, you can just lay down on a hammock and relax. It's a great place for that too. With that, we wrap up our first vlog. Thank you so much for coming with us on this journey. Now that you're here, we'd love if you stayed. Thanks and bye.